Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing today? We are live. We all the way live. We all the way live. Welcome. How are you today? It is my hopes that you all are doing well and that all is well with you, in your home, in your household, in your family, in your livelihood, you know. What keeps you live and living, is your livelihood, not your job. Your livelihood. What keeps you alive and living and um, appreciating life. That's your livelihood. People done got it twisted, you know, thinking that the money is the livelihood. The money is not the livelihood. Even the money is for the people. Without people, there would be no need for money. And these people that are in business need to know that. They trying to screw out the people and they want the money. How do you have both? How do you have both? You don't. You can't destroy the people and have the money. Because when you destroy the people, you simultaneously destroy the money. Okay? Oh, you'll see broadcasts uh, of me having some discrepancies. And I happen to address some discrepancies in the books with people, okay, and with how they handling the public, all right. And oh yeah, I'm getting my. Hold on, let me share right quick. Welcome. I'm gonna show y'all how. Welcome. We have 11 in the chat. I'm gonna show y'all how to be effective in your actions. People can um, do things, but it's ineffective. Okay, if you're doing things and it's ineffective, then you basically appear to be just making a fool of yourself. Okay, um, and I say appear to be because I do understand that some people are are at least courageous enough to say that they want to try to defend themselves, okay? And other people are viewing that as, oh, look at this dummy. They should have just did this and they should have just did that, you know. And so the crowd influences because they're dumb and they are powerless to help themselves. They're going to tell you, you should just bow down and take it. Oh, that's not that big of a deal. How would you know? How would you know if it was a big deal or not? That's what I need to know. How would you know if, okay, for example, somebody going to court and they fighting a ticket and you saying to yourself, oh, that's stupid. They shouldn't even fight that. That's not no big deal. Okay. Well, if you knew that a ticket is a credit report, then you would know that that goes against your record just like anything else. How many tickets you got? Okay? That goes against your record as a person of integrity, whether you pay your bills or not. That's a part of your credit report. A lot of people always telling people how to remove stuff off of their credit report and ain't even mention they driving record. Your driving record tells a lot about your competence. Not having a driver's license your whole adult life says a lot about that person, okay? It says a lot about that person. That they're not in control of their own life. That's what it says. That's what that means. Somebody else driving. Somebody else is their parent. That's what that means. Somebody else is caring for them. How else are they getting around? If they don't have no damn driver license, how else are they getting around? On a motherfucking bicycle like a kid. I know a bunch of black men that don't got no damn car that's riding around on bicycles. Don't have no damn driver license, riding around on bicycles like teenagers. And then some of them, I will say for the record, they do have ride around on bikes, but they have cars and trucks and stuff like that. They just like bikes, okay? So I don't want to throw them in with the sorry motherfuckers that's on a bike because they driver's license suspended because they didn't know how to carry themselves when they was given authorization to drive. And people say, I don't want no driver's license. They can give you a ticket. They can give you a ticket either way. They definitely can give you one if you ain't got no driver's license. That right to travel shit, you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel with authorization. Please know that. You have a right to travel with insurance. You don't have a right to do anything else. And you ain't gonna find nothing in the law books gonna tell you so. The people who were defending themselves on the right to travel are people that were being stopped and frisked and just they're fighting to stop and frisk. Okay? That's a whole nother different perimeters of molestation. Okay? That's called molestation. When they stop you and they really don't have a reason to stop you. Like when they enacted those stop and frisk laws. Them old homosexual ass rules. Stop and frisk. They wanted to start rubbing and touching and molesting black men and digging all in their backsides and stuff. That's what the white people like to do, dig in people's backsides and stuff like that. That's why they claim that the only way they can check your prostate is by sticking their finger in your backside. That's what the white people is doing. They like the finger in the booty concept. And if you thought that they came up with that, all the black men over a certain age, they need to dig in your booty. And why they made a rule to do that, an earthquake dumbass gonna make a joke about it being violated, and then instructing other mans to go get violated and dug in their backsides. Mm-mm. And they only want the black men. They say it's the black men that need to be dug. They need to dig in the black men's booties and stuff. Because the black men's got big old juicy booties. And they like their booties. That's what they doing in football. They digging in booties and all that. It ain't nothing but a homosexual club now. Homosexual. They attracted to them black booties. Them black men with them big old booties. Oh yeah, they like them black men with them big old booties. I do too. But I'm a woman, so it's appropriate for me to like the booties. It's appropriate for me to like booties. I'm a woman. What's not appropriate is the black men liking the black men booties and the white men liking the white men booties. I mean the black men booties. That's a problem. Y'all just plumb. Y'all just plumb. What it is the black women is not interested in the white men, and that's why they like, man, the white women, we don't even want them hoes. They going over to the black men. We don't care about them hoes. But we cannot get them queens to go to the white man. We just cannot get them queens. You can get them old low self-esteem assholes, but they ain't getting no cream in the crop over there. I'm telling you that, no. They only getting broken spirits. A bunch of broken spirits. People with self-hate. They ain't getting nobody over there on that team. I don't give a fuck what a black man do. Us black women, we love our black men now. I'm gonna tell you that now. You could talk about them, call them criminals, thugs, all of that. We don't give a fuck. We love our criminals, slash thugs, slash whatever the fuck you want to call them. We see them as kings. Okay? You wonder why you see that woman with that crazy about that nigga you think ain't shit? She see the king in him. She ain't worried about what you talking about. She see the king in that man. Us black women ain't studying being with no white man. We'll take a sorry ass man in and out of jail before we uh have to set. That's a settle. Okay, before we have to settling for sorry ass black man is better than having a white man. That's the worst you can do. That's like nobody else wanted you in your own race. Nobody else wanted you. You're the unwanted. Even when my father got with his wife, and he called her hunkies all the time. He let her know. He already know he got what he got. That he was trying to save her. He already understood that she cannot bring no value to him. Okay. Um, he was trying to save her. She was on drugs and shit. He felt sorry for her. He trying to play Captain Saberhole. Um, People was mistreating her, and he saw that she had, uh, low self-esteem. So he saw that he could that she was crazy about him, so she would listen to him, and he could mold her and change a hoe into a housewife. And that's because that's what he did. She was a whore. He changed her into a housewife. Well, when you do that, that's what you're gonna have to do, baby. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to fix some shit. You know, you have to fix some shit. Because they ain't quite right. And they need a little hope. They need you to hope. They ain't quite right. Give them some hope. Help them see the black people world. Why can black people seem like they poor, but they be so happy? What is that people? White people be like, what are they so fucking happy about? That's what make the white people mad. Even when I was in jail, back when I did do a crime I deserved to go to jail for, I went on and went to jail. I didn't fight it. I fought it a little bit, but I didn't fight it much. We was in there having so much fun, reminiscing on old stuff and singing old songs and stuff together. The guards got mad. They had a guard they called Blind, and she was a natural blonde, but you can tell she bleached her hair like even more blonde because she was like a dirty blonde. And anyway, they called it her blondie. But she would come in there. If y'all don't shut that noise up, I'm a what do you call that when they shut the whole block down? Okay, where they put you in a cell, make you can't do anything. Okay, so we already in jail. She want to punish us some more. We too happy. She said, none of this happiness shit. It's not going down. This bitch refused to allow us to be happy. That made her madder than a motherfucker. She seen us all happy, a bunch of niggas happy and shit. That made her. That bitch was ferocious. Like we was in there fighting. Okay, if you don't think that made her mad for us to be happy, what was we doing wrong? The reason why she said she was going to punish us. What was we doing wrong? If we was too loud, all she had to do was say, I understand y'all getting excited, but you're too loud. Pipe it down a little bit. She told us don't do that at all. She didn't want us doing that. She broke the whole shit up. She did not want us happy at all. Period. It was another evil black lady that did the same thing. She white. That's just a cover up, the skin color. That's just a cover up. She working with them. That's what I mean by she white too. It's like that digging a booty ass nigga at that recycling yard. He worked for them. He called them on the phone, and that's his muscle to try to uh fuck with a nigga. He thought I was gonna be scared of him because the dude was muscular. Bitch, I ain't scared of you, hoe. And see, by him being they security, he think he protected, but he not protected because he had no right to put his hands on me. He wasn't protecting his owner. He wasn't protecting his owner. Yes, I said his owner. He a slave dog. He wasn't protecting his owner because his owner didn't need no protection. His his owner wasn't in harm's way. He cannot prove that any honor to what he did. Now I was talking about what that man did to me, and the line just broke, just jumped off. They doing the most with this live broadcast. Every time I start snitching on motherfuckers, the broadcast blank out. Thanks for the likes. Welcome. Yeah, these people getting out of line, baby. They getting all the way out of line. Um, well, I'll put it this way. They're not getting out of line. Okay? Let's be clear. Welcome. We have one in the chat. Welcome. Let's be clear. They're not getting out of line. They are been out of line. They're just getting. It's like an infestation. It's getting out of control now. That's what we're seeing. It's getting out of control right now. It's really getting out of control. Why is this phone not charging? Mm. Welcome. This doggone phone ain't charging. These punk ass men these days, the only thing they will fight is a woman. Punk ass. Oh, punk asshole. That nigga better be glad I wasn't even in no fighting mood to have no weapon on me. Cause he sure would have got shanked. Oh yeah. I can't stand a woman beater. I done drew blood from many women beaters. Yes. Oh yeah, I drew blood. I done broke people. Uh, a man hit me, thought he got away with it. I bust his window. He tried to drive off. I bust his whole window. It cost him for putting his hands on me. Oh yeah. Stab your tire. I'm not one of them stupid ass, we in a relationship, I'm going to do this to my man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's activity for a bitch nigga. Okay? Listen up with ladies. You say that kind of bitch nigga activity for a bitch nigga like that in the public, that think cause you ain't with your man and protected by your man, he gonna handle you any kind of way. That's when you pull out your ruthless tactics on them niggas in the public, not on your man at home. Them bitch niggas in the public that get mad because they trying to holler at you and you faithful, so they call you all kind of bitches and hoes because you don't want to fuck. Them the hoe ass motherfuckers. You pull out your ruthless Uh, uh, uh. Look, look. I'm gonna show you something. You pull out your spell book on them hoes. Look, let me show you. And you pull out that spell book on them hoes. See, you pull out that spell book on them motherfuckers, and you start spinning them records on their ass. When your mind starts spinning, sis, and that motherfucker don't know what's going on in your mind, he in trouble, ain't he? That motherfucker is in trouble. Okay? Bitch know how to handle an infestation, you dig? I know how to handle an infestation, baby. Look at that. Let me tell you. You see that? You see them little black dots on there? Can y'all see that? Mm, yeah. That's a little infestation. But baby, I know how to eradicate an infestation. hmm I know how to eradicate an infestation, baby. I got my raid for you hoes. hmm I know how to eradicate an infestation. And see, it's okay if that get a little wet because it'll dry up. I don't know if y'all seen when I wiped that when I first showed my book, but it dried up clean. You see that? I know what I'm doing. Yep. I know how to eradicate an infestation. Bitch nigga activity going on around here. A lot of bitch nigga activity going on. Oh yeah. Some roach spots all down up in there. In my book binding. So I know how to bind it up. I would say whatsoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Okay. Um, that means in heavenly places. Okay. In the spirit realm. It's talking about the spirit realm. Not talking about up in the skies, talking about the spirit realm. It's when they talk about heaven or heavenly places. Okay. And so, in that regard, um, I wanted to show y'all my spell book I got here. Oh yeah, there go my lightning bolt. I had to turn it into the reader right quick. You see my lightning bolt? I had to turn it into the reader right quick. hmm White folks still in love. How do you still love? Still in love. How do you still love? They think of everything. Come here, bitch, and give me my licking stick. James Brown say, come here, bitch, and give me my licking stick. How the fuck you stealing some love? That's some shit white folks came up. Stealing some love. You ain't stealing nothing. Being a nasty motherfucking ace packing bitch. But you always in my heart. You know, a small portion of your love is always in my heart. Okay? Because no matter what you do, I am a lover. Okay? What you do don't determine that whether I'm going to be a loving person or not. Because you evil. They say, why not give you a chance? Why not give me a chance? Why not give me a chance to love you and show you what real love is? Why you won't give me a chance to do that? Huh? Jimi Hendrix was the king of rock. He was a black man. Did you know that? Oh, look what we got here. Janet Jackson. Which one is this? The magic is working. Huh? The magic is working. I never even heard that song. That's Janet Jackson. The magic is working. I never even heard that song. Have you? Well, we spinning it today. Janet Jackson. The magic is working. Okay? That's what's going on. The magic is working, baby. Guaranteed. I'm going to go get me some coffee. Welcome. If you have a personal reading, please type your request in the chat. If you are not, if you are a minor, please share the link with an adult. But you must leave. Welcome. We are live. We're going to wait for some more people to come in the chat, and we're going to get started. All right. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got my stamp out, y'all. I'm going to lay my stamp down instead of keep letting it fall over. I need y'all to see that anyway. Mm-hmm. All these dry mouth ass niggas talking. Y'all need, I got some dry mouth spray for you hoes. This nigga done hugged me and that. You know this motherfucker is high. He done hugged me and spoke to me and everything. He did. When I coming back, he gonna say, "That's you." Wow. He just realized who I was afterwards. I'm dead. You know that motherfucker fucked up early this morning. He did. He high to himself. He's drunk and high. He ain't quite drunk. He getting his drink on right now. But I'm just letting you know he drinking. He already high. Bright and early this morning. He ain't got shit to do. He ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, that's that. That is what he's doing this morning. He's getting high. He's getting drunk. He's working on an evening drunk. That's what he's doing. I should have washed this cup out and gave him this cup. I think he liked the testings too. Yeah. Should have washed that cup out and gave him that cup. Oh, I gotta give away something today. Somebody, something. My auntie's so sweet. So if you want to give me money, I just take it. Sometimes I be like, no, auntie, I'm alright. But sometimes I be like, I just go and take it. When somebody trying to love on you, you don't stop people from loving on you. That's the reason I don't turn it down. She want to love on me, and let her love on me in her own way. She want to make sure I got a little spare change. You know how old school people is. Baby, you got some spare change in your pocket, honey? Well, come on by. I'm going to give you a little something. A little simpitation. I'm going to give you a little simpitation, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give you a little simpitation. You know, a little simpitation is when the old people, they reach in their bosoms and pull out a, a little spare change. And they put it in your hand. Depending on what the times was, it could be $5, it could be $10. It just depends what the situation is. But they will put a little blessing in your hand, okay? Let's call it a little sympathy. It's a black thing, it's the old people, they put a little sympathy in your hand. Ah, yeah, they fold it over and sneak it to you. It's not even, it's not a big secret. The reason why they sneak it to you is nobody really to hide it from. That's just their frame of mind. It's just between me and you, baby, I mean, they ain't finna run out in the street and say, "Ooh, I had to give Carla some money. She was having a hard time getting gas money back and forth to work and this and that and this and that." Go running off telling your business, okay? Not them kind. Them kind ain't gonna give you no sympathization. They gonna do it in the public where everybody know they gave you some money for gas, you know. Now, sympathization, different, It's underground missionary work. Sympathization means she gonna give you a little something to hope you, baby. She gonna give you a little something to hope you. It's not for the public. And that's why she whispering. Ain't nobody else around but you and her. She whispering. Come here, baby. Nobody else around. She whispering. That's the old woman thing, And back in the day, the men that watched their wives, uh, who was real loving like that and did it all the time, and they would pick it up. The men, they start doing other men like that. They see they having a hard time with their families. Come here, son. Come here, son. And they fold something over on you. Hand you an envelope with no incognito ass envelope. That's the men way. You got a check in that bitch. Okay. Man, know you need more than $5. You need to pay some bills, nigga. He got a check in that mother. He got something in there you can put in your bill for. Hold on.
Hey, go ahead. You want right here? Right.
All right. Wow. This man mind is bad. He came over here to ask me, do I got him? And then he said, okay, I got you. Wow. And then he walked away. Wow. Oh, that's a beautiful color. Oh, that's beautiful. Now that looked like a business vehicle. Mm-hmm. No Hispanic woman got out of that. That is beautiful. I tell you one thing, them Hispanic women, they may be short, but them some powerful little bitches. They can be some powerful bitches. Them little short Hispanics. They feisty. A lot of them like little chihuahuas, though. They just be talking. They just like chihuahuas. Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Look. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's warm out here today. Warm out here. That is a beautiful color on that car. That is a beautiful color. Bonitas. Oh, we got some men on top of men's here today, baby. We got men's on top of men's. Y'all seen that? I remember up and took that off the scene. I'm trying to rewrite your future so you don't end up fucked up later. Trying to read it, write your future because you headed down the wrong path. Fucking with candy, baby. You headed down the wrong path. Fucking with candy the wrong way. I'm a blessing from the Lord. Better know that. All 31 flavors. Okay. All 31 flavors. See that? Hold on. See that? How we got all 31 flavors. Here. We got 31 flavors. I say 31 flavors because if you look at the bills of exchange, it gives you a lot of different options of how you may draft a document, endorse it. A lot of different options to endorse and enforce. Lots of different options to endorse and enforce. That's what we're learning from Mansa. That's his technique. Endorse and enforce. Endorse and enforce. What does it mean to endorse and enforce? You need to go over to Manson's channel to figure that out. And he'll help you with that. I ain't do it. Calling all cards. Top flight security of the world trade. This top flight security of the world. This is what we're talking about. Liberty Creek. Your numbers is 6818. 6818. Your numbers is 6818. You ready? Let's get it. Trying to get you down Liberty Creek Trail. Okay, on the trail, on the path, on the right trail. Home Depot. Okay. So that it be that there's a road that leads to destruction. Okay. You got two paths. On this path, you running around in circles. Okay. And you running because what you have put out don't have to come back. What you put out gonna have to come back. That's my assurance that whatever I put out is gonna come back. If I put out good, it's got to come back. It's on the order of the three. Okay. Whatever good I put out, it's got to come back. ain't no scam likely. That's a must, and you can trust. It ain't no scam likely. It's a must that you can trust. That rhymes. It ain't no scam likely. It's a must that you can trust. What this says is, this is an allonge. It says, I'm in love by Winston Pick. Uh, it's got stag. That spelling is stag, S-T-A-G, okay, O, Lee. Okay. There's a lot going on here, yes. Lots going on. Got my barcode over here. Say lot. That's my lot number. You see that? Hold on, let me see if y'all. Is y'all in the frame? Hold on, they done froze it up. I'm just talking. Oh, shit. What is my fault? Lot. Oh, that's light. I don't see any gotta go on phone feed. Right step, I rest back and reach. I rest back and reach back. I rest back and reach back and pull out them dominoes and reach that ass. I rest back and reach back. I'm looking for my cold outside, ladies and gentlemen, aware that you will become hydrated. And a lot of people are understanding about dehydration, and they're familiar with dehydration and heat. But a lot of people are not conscious of dehydration that goes on in the winter, because that's when you're not as conscious of hydrating. And so a lot of people hydrate less in the winter. And that is what, okay, that's what we're trying to tell us. Then bringing out all kinds of hydration type of solutions. Okay. And this is your pharmacy savings card. Okay. On your pharmacy savings card. It's to help you understand that the farm is what you don't see. The farm. The farm and the farm. The farm is where you get milk and vegetation, right? That's what a farm is. That's why they call when you when they give you medication, what do they call it?
With Sirius XM, not just the hits.
What do they call it when they give you medication? What do they call it? They administer. Administer. Right? We're going to administer 30 cc's of, amoxicillin. Okay? I'm just throwing out prognosis, okay? For example, we're going to administer 500 cc's of, propofol, whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying. The point is, a lot of the names of the medications is, okay, Doctor stuff is written in Latin. Um, Lawyer stuff is in Latin. Tell me why Latin isn't our main language we learning in school. Why is it? Why is the main language we learning in school is Spanish? Because they really don't want you to learn the Latin, all right? So they confuse you with the Spanish. That's what the spirit was showing on that tarot card. It's confusion. Okay? Lots of confusion. See that time? You don't even see no clock nowhere. Where did that time come from? You understand? No clock. You see a clock? That's a bottle behind her. That's not a clock. That's a bottle. Where's the time clock at? You see that? In an hourglass. In hourglass. It's an hourglass. That's where time is. In an hourglass. That's an hourglass. Hourglass is the way you see things. Okay? It's distorted. You see that the sand is moving, all right? And you are considering that as time. The sand just moving based on the laws of motion, okay? You call that time. That's why it's called an hourglass time. An hourglass time. How many pieces of sand did you put in that hourglass? You put enough sand in there to count for how many seconds that it would take for that sand to funnel down to the other side. And that would determine the time length it took you, okay, to do whatever it was. Say, for example, if they was learning how to assemble and dismantle a gun, take that hourglass and turn it over. And what? Start, you start the assembly, okay? Take that hourglass, turn it over, start the disassembly. Now, if it took you less time than it took that hourglass to run out of that sand on that side, then that was considered fast. Advanced. Advanced efficiency. Okay? And a lot of reason why people don't think that advanced efficiency got anything to do with this is because you slow. Okay? You got these advanced devices, but you too slow. That's why you think the devices is advanced, because you too slow. I feel like these devices is behind the clock fucking with me. Baby, this shit ain't even adding up. Baby, let me tell you something. If If these devices was working properly, okay, the way Yusuf claimed that they're gonna take over the future and this and that and this and that, they're not gonna do none of that. That's one of my workers. I'm blowing that. He don't recognize me with his blind self. BJ! 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 He can't hear me. That motherfucker, he deaf and blind, girl. He deaf and blind. When you talking to him, he got to read your lips. And sometimes he just say, because he didn't really hear what you said. All my handicapped workers. Y'all seen my handicapped worker sign. Don't act like y'all don't know how no disabled. I hire the disabled. Yes, I do. I do hire the disabled because, if they want to work, then you should not discriminate and stuff. And that was BJ. I reckon he finna go round to his house. I might travel on down there. That's what we gonna do. I hear the spirit saying that's what we're gonna do. Travel on down there. Okay? Let's go. Okay. I thought my battery had been dead. Sometimes I have so much stuff plugged up. I need to get a spare battery. I need to run my car. Get a battery. So that when that one battery go out, that other battery I got some ideas for some advanced that's so simple that you can follow. But since they steal my other ideas, I'm not telling you the truth. Let your ideas figure out and I understand your work, your people work first. Then you're going to take off. Now you're going to want to discuss it. You don't want to discuss it right now. Hey, Drew. like a motherfucker. He's got nice clothes, cute, and back. Like, oh, that's a good car. He ain't came through. He must have went down there to the store, the other store. He taller than a motherfucker crunched down up in that car, standing up like a god. Oh, he going through that. He driving the shit out there. Take that paper. sorry, I can't see no comments right now. When it's on horizontal orientation, you can't really see the comments. Got mail. I'm doing it old AOL got mail style. Got mail. Ever since T-Mobile's been out, and my sister, she got a job at T-Mobile. She worked at T-Mobile. So she really herself to learn how to do drugs and all that. And to help the company to operate free, because when she first started the job, the companies they started her at was in the red. If you don't know what that means that they were operating at a loss. Okay? They still was operating, but they was operating at a loss. And so she figured out a way to fix that, to correct that. She did an inventory of the whole store. She would go in and I would help her. This is how I know what she did, because I would go in and help her. And I also was the one instructing her that this is how you determine what is wrong. You have to first clean up. I said, this store is filthy. Stuff everywhere. How are you taking inventory? You got stuff, you don't even know where stuff is at. Talking about something that's missing, and somebody just might have not put it back where it goes. You cannot take proper inventory until you clean. Get your house in order, get things cleaned up. First clean up. Everybody clean up. Gotta clean up. First. And in that process of cleaning up, I'm going to tell you what will happen. And I'm going to tell you what happened with her. Okay? In that process of cleaning up, she found a lot of things. First of all, something that they, she had reordered it. She had ordered one because she thought they needed one, but they already had one. Okay, something dealing with the office, and so she had put that on her order slip to order it. She said, "Oh, I'm glad I hadn't sent that order off yet, because when I was cleaning up, I found the tool, whatever it was that they needed." Okay, She found it. And when she found it, she was relieved that she didn't, that she could remove that from the list, and I'll tell you why. For one thing, it was a cost. It's costing the company for her to have to reorder equipment that's needed. They have to have that. Okay, that's something they got to have for things to run efficiently at that location. And so it's an operating expense. And so she's allowed to order it. There's no restrictions on her ordering it, except the fact that she understands that if she does order it, that adds to the expense, the operating expense side, okay? That we're having to keep, purchasing things over and over again because things are not organized and you can't find it. And then when you can't find it, you just go and the management was just used to just purchasing another one and just claim that somebody stole the other one. When it really wasn't stolen, it was unorganized and not kept in a manner where it can be inventoried at any time, where it can be used at any time, okay, when it was supposed to be used. So in that regard, they was costing the company just by being unorganized. She saved so much money in that company, at that location. She wasn't even through building the company up to the way she really was finna. She was just getting started. They liked it so much because they could easily see the difference in the growth. You can actually see growth now. And so they would quickly take her from that location and put someone else in there, okay? And let them run it from there. Then they can see if that person's skills, if they bring it back down to running in the red, then that means that person they'll fire them. Not fire them. They wasn't real big on fire. They will demote you though. They would demote them. You get a performance review, and then they can demote you from management to just a supervisor or something to learn better how to manage. Okay, because if you can't manage, then they'll just utilize your leadership skills to just be a supervisor, just supervise some shit. Watch the workers or something. You don't get to do no paperwork really, because you don't know what you're doing. Okay, that's why.